So you just clicked on the video blog for the song You Saw Me, which was written by these beautiful people
Thanks, Benny.
that you see here.
Good man.
So we're all friends,
Good start.
and that's kind of like how we started writing the song. Mia was over, she had an idea, and you were showing me some verses, and
Yeah, which never ended up being in the song, but they're still good verses.
although they were very good.
They'll get used for something else.
So the song, really got finished off over the phone, and which is in fact the way that we'll often kind of finish off ideas. So I'll get a call from Ruben or Mia or someone, and they'll be singing into the phone, and I'll be listening, and maybe I'll even sing back a little bit into the phone, and so we kind of decide on lots of things that way,
Yeah.
which is kind of
Or they'll
bit
text
funny.
and go, "What do you think of this lyric?" And then I'll text back and go, "Yeah, but what do you think of this?"
But that's the deal though, really, because I don't always feel inspired when we're sitting in a room.
Yeah.
If you've got from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the morning, that's the only time you've got where we can all be in the same space. It's not necessarily the time you're inspired.
Yeah.
But if it's 10 o'clock at night, I'm at home and I just came up with an idea, it's easier just to go, Benny, what do you think?
But I think because the chorus lyric is fairly raw
And pretty. I think it pretty much says what it needs to say. Because we hear a lot, you hung on a cross for me, or you were crucified for me. But to say you love me through the nails that you bore, that's a whole different angle.
Initial verse idea was kind of different words and everything, and me and Benny were trying to finish a song with that verse. And when I heard the chorus, I'm like, that verse would just work real perfect over it. So that was we kind of just did some things to make it work. Yeah, and then Benny was away when we came up with the pre-chorus ultimately. So we were kind of talking about lyrics over the phone and that whole deal.
And then the song was completed with then many hours of kind of throwing different ideas at this chorus, coming up with different verses and pre-choruses, and in the end I kind of locked into something and then kind of crafted lyrics around it. And so we kind of tried to keep the lyric around the thought of the chorus, which was sort of about the cross, and the thought of the song was to bring attention to the fact that God loved us through the cross, and that Jesus chose that path. And I thought that was kind of a really significant and meaningful thing to be expressing.